So, how many of you folks have seen riders going around, and I'm going to pull my punches here, riding around doing this? I'm not making contact, because even though I've used this horse to demonstrate some bad riding, I can't quite do that to them. But they're always jerk, 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 jerk. Now, this horse is sensitive enough that he's responding to the slack line kind of bouncing against his mouth. But you'll see people just taking a big jerk with the right hand, jerk with the left hand. And the idea is, so the horse is going around with his chin up. His head's too high. They don't like that position. Well, I don't like it a whole lot either. But instead of driving the horse forward with their legs into their hands and getting him round like this, they decide that they can cut out a step and just discipline that sucker, you know, and jerk, 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 jerk. Well, the jerking ain't working. Not a good thing, because all you're doing that thinking you're going to break a brace loose. All you do is you move it. And when you have got your horse to drop his head by jerk, 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 yes, you get his head in a more visual pleasing position. But you are just moving the brace down and making it a better brace. And here's another thing. When a horse gets braced in this position, they're in from being jerked on, jerk, jerk, jerk. Then they're braced in there. How do you get them to pick their head back up? Because you can't push on a rein. You could release it, but if you've done your job by jerking, if it's worked, that horse isn't going to come out of that frame, and they're just locked up in that brace, and it plays pure hell to get past. So don't do that. It looks better if what you want is your horse to put his head down and maintain that certain frame, but it's a delusion. It does not one single thing to bring your horses back in underneath him or build anything like true collection. There's no engagement involved. Your horse is just intimidated. All he's doing is learning to hide his head to get away from the pain. So let's all try to educate our horse's mouth instead of punishing him into submission. This horse has never been jerked on like that, and he never will be. Woo. I couldn't even do that for a demonstration. But if you imagine each of those dummy jerks I was doing being the real thing, that's what a lot of horses live with. And if you want to see something real ugly, watch one of those horses sort of lose their composure and pick their head up. They know they're going to get it, and they will stampede off, and they're just unbroke as can be. And it's not a pretty thing to watch. You can avoid it. If you see somebody else doing it, you can judge them if you want. It's okay to do that, because it's poor horsemanship across the board, and I bet you're not going to do it. Thanks for not doing it. Come back and see us.